Story of goddess Hut Heru. People are born like to talk and sometimes talk a lot, even though often there is nothing to say. But sometimes people gossip without thinking about the consequences, and even say excessive things. The sun god Ra was a leader, and gossiping about him was everyone's pastime. People talked about how Ra fought a pep and needed Tahuti's help to get through his journey into the underworld every night. People told each other how Ra drooled and Set created a snake from that drool to bite the god, then tricked him into revealing his secret name. Do you know? Don't you know? They ask each other. Ra was no longer half of what he was before. Before, he was invincible and very wise. There was no doubt about that, everyone said. Ra had become sick, no muscles, no vitality. It must be changed. Ra was angry, of course. I had to face this very challenge from the god Set and had to ask for the help of Heru Wr to deal with it. But now being challenged by ordinary people? It's too much. God immediately sent the goddess Hut Heru, his eye, to punish the people. Hut Heru was stunned as if struck by lightning. Why did Ra choose me? Where is Hut Heru, have any experience in punishing? The vast nun pool from which Ra first emerged, sometimes moving very rapidly, creating a water called Mythology. Every day in the early morning, Mythology again helped Ra rise from the underworld's water tank to the airstream in the sky to begin a new day. Mythology was like a loving mother to Ra. She came in the form of a cow, between the pair. The horn is a solar disk. Stars flashed from her ears. Mythology splashed and caressed the Milky Way, also the special spark of Hut Heru. Hut Heru, in turn, also loved Mythology, and also enjoyed stirring the water. She poured water from the Milky Way on Heru Set and restored his eyes after his uncle Set had his eyes gouged out. She stirred up the amniotic fluid in a pregnant woman's belly and caused it to overflow to signal that she was about to give birth. Hut Heru is with the women at work, when they give birth and when the children are babies. She did not usurp Nebet Hut's role in relieving the pain of childbirth. She did not usurp Aset's role as fertility goddess and family advisor. On the contrary, she complements them. These goddesses work together for the health and happiness of women. Hut Heru finds pleasure in the body's senses. She loved perfume and made everyone burn incense for her. Fragrances make breathing pleasant, so Hut Heru's gift to the nose is felt in every breath. All lions kill if they are hungry or threatened. But this lioness kills just to kill, because her anger makes her crave it even more. She likes the colors of stone and metal: turquoise, malachite green, gold, red copper. She became the patron goddess of miners and encouraged people to wear jewelry, even among slaves. She taught women to grind malachite into powder to apply around their eyes for beauty. This powder also helps fight infections, so women can enjoy the joy of seeing for a lifetime. A gift for the eyes. Hut Heru plays the harp very skillfully. She had a turquoise necklace that she really liked, called a manat. When she danced, she shook it, making a jingling sound that made everyone smile. Her laughter is the same, it sounds like music, a gift for the ears. She dances when her father Ra is bored. She keeps dancing and dancing until he can't help but burst out laughing. She held everyone's hands and taught them to dance together, in rhythm with the sound of the sistrum. Another gift, and this time for the feeling of rhythm that comes from the heart. She gives people wine and beer, because alcoholic beverages stimulate one's limbs as they dance and free them from stress. Sorrow. From the moment Ra created her, Hut Heru knew that she was relied on by everyone. She listened attentively. She is present when she is prayed to, begged for, even when she is thought of. That is Hut Heru, the goddess who teaches women pleasure. And now Ra, the father to whom she is the child. God's eyes, tell her to take revenge on those people? She really didn't know where to start. But then the unpleasant rumors about Ra reached the goddess's ears and affected her heart and mind, resounding like the sound of a cymbal going, bang. Anger was like a bunch of thorns. Sharp, piercing the bottom of the goddess's eyes. Anger burned her heart. Her hair stood up like a lion's mane. Her fingernails turned into claws, her teeth into fangs. Her gentle face turned into one. Hut Heru roared and jumped at those who had slandered Ra. They fled into the desert and hid among the rocks. She bit them to pieces. She rushed into the villages and killed everyone. Never said a bad word about Ra. The Nile River was red with the blood of innocents. That night Hut Heru returned to Ra. The god praised her. We have won, and it is thanks to you, Hut Heru. Now please rest. You deserve it. Rest, but she couldn't. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.